Testing, testing, testing. Testing. Let's see what's going on this morning. All right. So first we'll jump over to our micros that we're seeing. I see CanF, SOAR 25%, SPRC, BDRX, and WAC. Then on our non-micros, I don't know why CanF is up here, but everything else, I'm seeing a bunch of penny stocks down here. So, what is leading? Like, we got to go and see what has catalyst first. So that's where we'll start. First of all, CanF has a catalyst, says CanFight granted Brazilian patent for treatment of sexual dysfunction. So that's their news catalyst. We'll see what that's talking about. I add it to the watch and see how the volume pours into that. Let's on down. SOAR. No fresh. Wait, it does have fresh news. It says announced a December 15th Volato shareholders of record. Wait. Announced December 15th. Volato shareholders of record as of December 26, 2025 to receive a stock dividend of approximately 3 cents per share. 3 cents per share for that. A dollar stock. I guess that's a one-time dividend. All right, what else we got? It doesn't look like it's that much volume on it either. SPRC, no catalyst. BDRX, no catalyst. WAC, we've been seeing WAC. We've been seeing too much of WOK. Needs to go ahead and chill out. I know it had a huge fall off on right here. Friday or Wednesday. Huge fall off from 4 cents down to 2 cents. And if we're about to do our due diligence, that's the only one we've seen with catalyst so far is CanF, NCL, ELC, ECLA, no catalyst. Saidu, they just closed up their public offering. So, I mean, they've already, the buyers have come in and got what they're going to get. Their public offering was like $1 and something. So it's really no fresh news on them. ATPC, nothing. XTKG, MWG. Okay, so we only have one with catalyst, CanF, and we'll see what they're talking about over here. Moved from 18 cents up here to 29 cents. Why is it showing a blank screen? Here we go. All right. There. The CanF Bio pulled up here. And Fight Biopharma. CanFight Biopharma Limited, a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company, develops orally bioavailable small molecule therapeutic products for the treatment of cancer. So that's a keyword. Let me get my little notepad out. Got the treatment of cancer, liver inflammatory diseases, and erectile dysfunction. This is an Israeli company. Oh boy. Okay. Israeli. All right, so with it being an Israeli company, this one is probably going to be one of those kind of like earlier this week on Wednesday, we saw the Chinese companies and the Israeli companies pop up. Want something a little bit better than this. It's got 16 million shares traded, but Israeli companies can get very, very spicy and choppy. So look at their statistics. Statistics looking like the float. Whoa, look at that float. 3.64 billion with shares outstanding of 1707. So that's a data mismatch right there. So that's definitely two red flags. So it's Israeli and it's got the data mismatch. Okay. Anything else? I mean, not much. I mean, those two red flags pretty much tell us all we need to know about this one. But it's up 57%, and I'm guessing it'll continue to attract people for a while, looking for something, maybe another catalyst if it happens, to come into play. But for now, I've just seen a whole bunch of like penny stocks in the non-micros, like only one thing above $1, which is Saidu. And then in the non-micros, I mean, it's kind of dead over there as well. But this is Friday after Christmas, so it's kind of looking around. With KNF, I guess we could do some structure analysis while we wait for something better to pop. It is 627 right now. Let's see. The top side of this was 29 cents. A little bit higher high there. No real confirmed. Look at the daily chart of this one as well. Dollar on the right screen. Yep. Okay, so for the daily chart, got a data mismatch, and it's from Israeli. If we look back, we can see this chart has been a tortured soul so far. And basically they got this their keyword is that they're working on some kind of sexual dysfunction. So I don't really know what all they're trying to do. They haven't really moved that far on the daily chart though. Went down here, closed at 18 cents on Wednesday, and now popped all the way up here to, above this gap field. But yeah, like I said, it's been a tortured soul. I'm not even gonna mark all this up because it's no reason. I'm not gonna end up trading this one because it's Israeli and it's got the mismatch. So that's enough for me to stay away from that one. Thing else coming up though, the old stream. It has a bottom down here of 23 cents, so we need to see it start to give that up. Back up here to this top. Another little breakout. Point of control is at 27 cents. We want to see it start getting under 27 cents and forming a downtrend under 27 cents. Or wherever the point of control is. Said KNF shares float 4.08. Let me see what that's. Oh yeah. So I don't know why it's showing 3.64 billion over here and 17 million over there. Not sure. Not sure. I don't trust it. You said you got the float. I guess you checked somewhere else and got the float 4 million. Hit a high up there of 31 cents, but has not started a true downtrend yet. Has a slight upward idea here. Lowest point. Slight upwards idea, but it hasn't really retested this at all. Look over here on the front page for the news, see if we can find any killer news out here. Front page, we got Intel stock soared in 2025. Everything hinges on what comes next. Gold, silver smash records again as rally gains steam. 2025 has been a brutal year for layoffs. Here's where the cuts have hit. AI boom adds 500 billion to net worth. Biggest tech billionaires. How Oracle became a poster child for AI bubble fears. What's ahead for stocks and gold in 2026? Oil jumps is for the biggest weekly rise since October. Nvidia, 15 biggest moments in a blockbuster 2025. Then for more recent news, we have the snowstorm disrupts holiday travel at New York City airports. China eases IPO rules for firms developing reusable rockets. Okay. Trump overturned decades of U.S. trade policy in 2025. See the impact of his tariffs in 4 charts. Trump launched global tariff wars. Donnell says KNF has employed 5 employees, market cap of 4.72 million. They got 5 employees working on that? Man, I just stopped at Israeli in the mismatch because I already know how Israel has treated me. It has treated me very, very badly. Let's jump back over here. So now we got some idea of some type of downtrend here. We'll see if this continues to go drop. High at 31 cents. And we have an idea of a downtrend here. Hasn't been verified yet. See how that works out. Haven't seen anything else pop on yet. Break towards this 27 cents, get under that and start pushing down. Move the point of control up a little bit. 28 cents now. Still running into this pennant. It's going to have to make a decision, and it's pausing a whole bunch at this top side. Breakdown of 29 cents is going to be the start of what looks like a trend because it's 2 times it's tested this level. See a snatch back. Yep. Now we have a downtrend inside of a downtrend. If this candle closes like this, we'll see how it closes. Good morning, Hebrew. Out here watching the only one that we found with catalyst this morning, Can F. They're treating some kind of sexual dysfunction. They're Israeli stock with a little bit of data mismatch. Donnell said that they have 5 employees working on this sexual dysfunction. So I'm not sure how far along they're going to get through that, but I don't know if they're going to be able to make somebody's Christmas a happy one with that kind of work effort behind their projects. This is a lower high. Is it going to be able to pop the top here? Is this going to be a double at the 30 cents? Like they want to pop the top. Yep, pop the top on that. And it looks like this bottom level here is continuing to hold. So I don't know when it wants to crash out, but now it's up 76% with 27 million shares traded and has not gotten any kind of true downtrend yet, just grinding upward. Oh, it's restricted on TOS. Yeah, they know what it is. TOS be looking out for us, man. I'm telling you. Let's see. If I try to buy the bid, it should block me too, right? Let's see. Buy. Yup. Blocked. They know what the bid is. They saw that catalyst, they were like, nah, we good. Because for the most part, the majority of the money that I've lost during these last couple months have been on. Well, no, I can't say that because I've been avoiding Israeli stocks and Chinese stocks. I mean, every time I see them, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. Not take any trades on Wednesday. Just sitting here waiting for the big fish. For some new, and it is Friday, so I'm not sure when or if that news is gonna drop. If it doesn't, that's cool, but definitely looking. Side dude. Got a lot of penny stocks up here though on the non micros. I think I had adjusted my scanner wrong because this CanF is supposed to be a micro, but it's showing up on both of my scanners, the micros and the non micros. So I'm not sure what's going on there. But it's a lot of penny stocks up in here. I don't like that. This many penny stocks with no catalyst might be a Freaky Friday. You want to take parts. Take parts. SPRC continue to drop off the map. So, yeah. NF is pretty much the only thing that people are looking at right now. It's got 31 million shares traded. The overall market is trending up as well. Look over here at the NQ. So, let's see, what's this? Wednesday. Thursday. Not sure how that's Thursday, but I guess the market opened up on Thursday. It did 12. Did a little bit of trading. It looks like it's above the ATRs, but I'm not sure if it'll hold there. ATR is currently at 25,800 and 25 around right above 25,850. So we'll see how that works. And then it's got a high up here of 25,916. Okay, get back down here to this downtrend or what? Actually confirm a downtrend. Because until this thing gives up, we probably won't get anything with range or anything else like that. Point of control still at 28 though. Got a whole lot of volume up here to drag that point of control up. Crash out, big boy. Somebody else get that spotlight. It is actually leading the day in volume now. 33 million shares traded, just past NCL up, so it needs to fall. Too many people watching this TV channel. Coming back up here, looking at this uptrend once again. I'll go ahead and get rid of this. Need to see some type of downtrend. Popping all the way back out of there off of this little trend line. So people are willing to try that trend. Somebody is following this structure. I don't know who. I don't know if it's big money, little money, or whatever, but they're buying off of this trend until it fails. They're talking about three things worrying customers right now. Right now, private credit risk, fast food sector analysis, tech earnings growth. Okay, super. That volume pumping in. This is the top of the value level. This comes with the point of control as well. It's kind of like it could be turnaround points, but I really don't put too much weight on it. I put more weight on after I found an uptrend and downtrend, I put more weight on the trends than the value level. But it's trading within this value level between 25 cents and 31 cents right now. What happens is, let's say if this point becomes the most traded area, point of control will jump up here and the value level will shift as well with it. Okay. Have an idea of a downtrend that marked up again. Up here. Now this is a steeper downtrend, so I don't know how long this is gonna hold. Bouncing off that level again. Will you rise or will you fall? Like people really wanted to hold this trend. Came down here to this kind of double bottom here twice at the 30 cents. That could be a level of interest for people to try to make it break down right across there. You already know people pull their stops up. You know how they do. Like, oh man, if it breaks this double bottom now, I got to get out. See if they abuse them through this level of the 29. $35 million shares traded on it, up 70%. It's one of those moments where they'd be like, man, I don't know why it stopped me out. I think it's about to happen though. Continue to buy up this uptrend though. Very brave buyers. Starting to go a little bit too flat to be a trend, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove this. Since it's still following this, that's still valid. Huge battle going on at 30 cents right there. This is the third time it's testing this level. So now we're getting another look at a possible uptrend idea if this pulls back over 30 cents. Maybe this was just stopping people out just to go back up, but I'm not sure. So that one stopped at 29.34. See how this candle closes. It's gonna get back over 20 or 30. Oh, okay. 37 million shares traded on this one. Dropping right back to that point of control. Let's see if we can keep going. Maybe we're about to see, maybe the attention is going somewhere else for buyers. I'm watching the scans to see what pops up. The rotation to see if anything is looking bullish. Nope. Nope. Excited. CLA. C. None of that. Okay. NF is still the only thing that I see right now that has reached 1 million shares. Now, maybe something below 1 million shares, but I'm looking for it to get to 1 million shares first. That's like the basis to even do an analysis for me. Down to the bottom. So we had a stop right there at 27. That's a secondary uptrend idea. Got this little range here. Can this become some type of resistance, or is it going to get further and further away from this and invalidate it just based on just the trading distance away from the point? Kind of hope that it does go back here and test this level. Then we have a cleaner downtrend. But right now it's just too flat. All through the floor. Pop up. Got about 7 minutes to the top of the hour. I'm expecting something else to take the reins. As this one slows down, people give up on it and really start looking for something else to trade. And with this, I mean, we already know people are in the market with 40 million shares traded on this one, especially people that just strictly trade momentum. You know, it's like, where is all of this rush? Where's all this excitement going to go when this dies off? Because they're still going to be sitting at their computer, be looking, scanning. Right back down to our other idea here, testing it. Be able to hold, or will it go ahead and break down this 27 there? It's getting less and less steep, yeah, and making more and more sense that this is confirming some type of downtrend here. So a breakdown there, and now start to kind of see a trend even without a spike up. It's like right up in here, starting to make more sense. And at this point, this uptrend, we're about to invalidate this. If we get some closing under this previous one, we'll invalidate this uptrend and just stick with the downtrend. NCL, what you got going on? Nothing. Popping up with no catalyst. JFBR, I think this is another Israeli stock, if I'm not mistaken. It just popped up there with a million shares at 18%. JFBR. Let's see what this, I think this is Jeff's Brands. Yep, this is also Israeli stock, so I'll go ahead and notate that. Israel on the move today. Israeli, it has 10 employees, so I mean, it's got 5 more employees than the other one. It's working on sexual dysfunction. Jeff Brands, does it have a catalyst for today? It says Jeff Brands to sell approximately 7% of Fort Technologies outstanding shares, reflecting up to CAD 20 million valuation. 20 million valuation for Fort Technology. Okay. Yeah, so those two have catalysts, but they're Israeli. And let me see if this was blocked too. Yep, block two. Ooh, look at that drop, boy. Look at that drop. I was just buying or trying to buy. It blocked it. But man, this is why we don't mess with Israeli and Chinese stocks. They why? And I was actually watching a documentary over the weekend talking about, consistent traders aren't just the best traders, they just skip the worst trades. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to get consistency, you need to pass up on something, right? If you trade everything, it's like, all right, unless you're momentum trading and you just don't care about, the reason why or any other reasoning behind it, then you just come out here and hope to God that this doesn't happen while you're in it. But me, nah, I'm gonna research. I'm gonna try to skip the worst trades and capture the best trades every single day. So this one's popping back up. Came down here to some lows. So this is a new uptrend idea. Go ahead and draw that in there. Right. Got another one uptrend idea coming up to that area right there that they struggled with last time. And like I was saying, it was a little bit too steep on this downtrend. But now if this starts going down here, this is going to be looking like a more natural downtrend. So we'll see if it gets any big sell off at this 29. See if this idea stays. Actually, I'm gonna let these candles close up. If it bounces off this 28 and tries to go up again, see if it can. This 29 level can continue to hold it down. Back down there. Let's see if it pops up off of this and tries to kind of trade sideways here. And it's ready to just go right on back down. Looks like. Okay, so we got another downtrend idea here. This one looks a lot more natural than that first one. Let's see if shorts actually get active on this one. And basically, with these trends, the steepness of the trend matters. Like if it's so steep, it's gonna probably give some type of pushback up. But as it becomes more flat or like a more natural looking trend down, and it's almost like you have to do kind of like a journaling and all that. You say, hey, this is what a natural trend down looks like. This is what one that's too steep looks like. And I mean, to be honest, you could get your protractor out on the chart and see what angle it's going down at. If it's going down super steep, it's like, no, that's a little bit too much, too fast, right? But this, I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Shorts are getting a chance to get all their shares just to be able to dump. They're right at this 29 again. So will it continue to hold it down? On a big wick. And this is another thing Israeli stocks do a lot is the wicks. So be careful on wicks if you have the ability to trade it. We can see even back here, uncertainty. People like, ooh, I don't know. I don't know. Sexual dysfunction. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna make this a new idea right there at 30. This candle is gonna be closing up in about 7 seconds. Right there on top of there, let's draw on up. Idea. I would just look invalidate. Draw it yet? Okay. Draw it in there and see if it continues to validate back towards these lower points. Shorts get their positions, or will they get a little squeeze out here and then fell off? As of now, though, this 32 cents, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. That's a little bit out of play now. Got a lot of stuff going on in here. Let's clean it. We're drawing our picture, getting our ideas, and then cleaning up as we go. So like I said, you're the buyer, you're the seller, you're the janitor. So you have to clean up your vision as you go, right? It's because you're the CEO doesn't mean you can't play the custodian role, the janitorial role. So now we see it came up to this level and it's look a lot more natural downtrend now. Boy, I don't see nothing but penny stocks up here. Stocks taking over this. All the way back down here to this original level here. This point, this downtrend, like it's gonna be pretty solid here. Right at that 30. Especially if it continues to make these lower lows, it needs to break down 27. Really get those shorts activated there. It's got 82 million shares traded on it. Point of control at 28.33 or 0.2833. All right, let me look there, look around for something else to become bullish now that this one is looking sad. CL, TPC, CG. Catalyst. There it goes. So now you see the ideas being confirmed what this thing is, right? People are indecisive about it. It's chopping on down to lower lows, and we've identified trends here, clear trends of what's going on here. So this will be a new upwards idea from the bottom until it breaks this bot, like the very bottom. I just continue to do upward ideas as buyers. When I see buyers get active, I want to see, okay, well, you're active, but are you pushing through are you pushing through resistance, or are you continuing to fall to these lower levels? And that's why I keep coming back to this one over here, because it's the lowest one on the 1 minute. It's marking. Break it on up. See what becomes resistance up here. Now, on something with a good catalyst, I'm trying to be a buyer at these lower levels. It comes down here, we get a new idea. I'm trying to get in for a move back up when it has good catalysts. But if it has a questionable catalyst, buying down here, you might be catching a falling knife. I see one called DTCK. DTCK. Oh man, it does not have a catalyst on today. It just hit 5 million shares traded. Let me see. Shares, it's up 111%. Has shares outstanding of 24 million. We go look into this one and see if it's Israeli as well. DTCK. Doesn't look like it. It looks like it has an American name, Davis something. Davis Commodities Limited. Okay, so Davis Commodities Limited, an investment holding company, operates as a agricultural commodity trading company in Africa, China, Indonesia, Vietnam, and the Philippines, Thailand, Singapore, and internationally. Okay, so usually they list these as from highest to or from greatest to least. So majority of its company what's going on with it is in Africa, then China, then Indonesia, Vietnam, blah blah blah. So you just follow the list. The majority is in Africa. Let's see. It trades in agricultural commodities, including sugar, rice, and oil and fat products under the Max Wheel and Taffy brands. Company also provides warehouse handling, storage, and logistics services. Davis Commodities Limited was founded in 1999 and is headquartered in Singapore. Okay, so this is an Asian company. I don't know if it's blocked or not. We're about to test it out. So let's go ahead and notate that. The Asian company, Singapore. And got 21 employees, consumer defensive. Consumer defensive. Okay, so let's test it out and see if it'll block us. By the bid. It's blocked. Block, block, block. So KNF, everything with Catalyst today, Israeli and Asian stocks blocked. So they may be saving our little skins here. Let's go back over to KNF. So KNF continues to go on down. Invalidate these uptrends. So continue to press this way. What was I just? Oh, DTCK. TCK, yep. Another blocked one on TOS. Got 8 million shares traded on it. Came up here, has a little idea of a downtrend. You could literally do this on any stock. Like any stock, penny stocks, whatever. What's the ideas? If you can't visualize the ideas, how are you even trading it, right? Like, wait a minute, is this what trend? Like, I was talking to somebody and they were like, "Yeah, I'm trying to trade uptrends, but they never look for the uptrends." I'm like, "Bro, look for the uptrend. Don't just get in guessing if it's an uptrend." Another thing that can support you is the catalyst. So even if it is going downward with a good catalyst, it's like, okay, are we in a rational or a irrational motion here? Does it make sense? Like, look at the catalyst, kind of grade it or whatever grading scale you use, and say, would this be something that the average person sees as good? And if it's going down, it's an irrational move. So basically, you're trying to profit on it becoming rational again, making sense, coming back up. If it's bad news and it's going up, well, that's an irrational move to the upside. So you got to get ready for it to reverse and become rational. But the only thing is, as we know, things can stay irrational or rational longer than we expect. So it's like you really gotta know the trend and know, kind of see how the shorts are attacking. Are they super aggressive or is it like really, really big topping tails and things like that? And how confident are those shorts in attacking? And then, looking for that to fall on back. KNF went under, continues to go under our uptrend ideas, making its way back to this 23-cent level. And the trading on it is slowing down. So at first it was getting hundreds of thousands of shares traded, and it's starting to decrease. It's still getting some good volume, but we're getting more and more of these lower highs in here. This is another idea here off the downside 6, and we can actually do some cleanup. So we have this upside here. We'll get rid of that. Remove. We have upside here, but it's got this little 27 seems to be doing something here. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove that. And it's got to get back through some of these resistance levels to even start showing strength. Throwing a wick up there to the resistance level there. Just slowly cleaning it up as it fades off. ETCK continuing in a downtrend as well. 11 million shares. That one. So we know two things. We're looking in the right spot. We see what TV channel people are mainly watching, or TV channels people are mainly watching, and they look like they're international channels, Israeli and Asian stocks. And we're looking for a better catalyst, better catalyst. Here, very natural descending pattern here. And soon this downtrend will be out of play. If it falls all the way down here to 22 cents, it's over with anyway. So it's already, there's no crossover there. Go ahead and remove that. Continue to clean it up as it makes its decisions. X here. So on this one, have a slight uptrend idea as well. First one that we're kind of seeing. See how that works. If it breaks it down, oh well. Has ATR high back here at the 39s. Not that far removed. Whole lot of volume on this one. Another wick. Not quite to the point of control. Definitely volume coming in down here though. You can see those blue bars growing. Ooh, move the whole point of control down. A lot of people doing trading around this 27. Wow. For it to have 90 something million shares traded and it's still moving the point of control in here, that's a lot of volume coming in here. I would be very wary, especially with the that catalyst that people are getting in short here. Because now people are the people that know how to trade have done what I've done. They're like, hey, look, there's a trend here. Hey, shorts, come on, call your uncle, your aunt, and everybody else, and let's jump on this. So it's like once they see a confirmation or something, they get active. So I'm trying to see if it's gonna go sideways a little bit and just do a big drop or what. I'll see in a little bit. Let's go back up here to DTCK. So it came down here, has a secondary idea. It's created here. In that, right? All right, right back up to this trend, and we'll see how that ends up holding. 14 million shares traded on it. Now, I will say DTCK's catalyst is better than KNF, the sexual dysfunction. This one is a consumer defensive company, but it does have a little. Let me go look at the float on this one. See if there's any kind of data mismatch on DTCK. Statistics float is 7.99 million shares outstanding. So yeah, it's floating. Everything is looking a little bit better. I don't know how in the world the held by insiders is 232% here and institutions this small. That is insane. I don't know how accurate. So that's a little bit weird. We usually don't see insiders holding 232% of something. So that could be a red flag right there for this one. Make sure I'm on the right ticker. Yeah. That could be a little bit of a red flag having that many insiders listed at all. I would definitely be wary of that. Like I said, the whole point of this is selling yourself out of the bad trades and into the good trades. Paste that on in here. Right. So we got some red flags on the insider holdings as well. Red flags, insider holding. And also let's look and see if they have any shelf registrations for DCET. Shelf registration, yeah. So they had one in 2024, amended or changed it. Then they did another one this year in March of this year, March 24th. So we're definitely in range of them enacting a offering if they want to. So definitely be in mind of that. Multiple shelf registrations on file. That's another red flag. Multiple shelves on file. Okay, add that to my notes. Activate. Got all of my notes right there. We got the red flags at the top, Asian, Singapore, red flags on the insider holdings, and then multiple shelf registrations on file. And F, what you doing down here, big boy? All right, still very natural descending pattern there. Not too steep. The first one was really steep, but then it just kind of became more natural as the volume slows down. JFBR, the other one we saw that was Israeli, was popping up and all the way back down to $1. So just a round trip up to the ATR highs and on back down. Only up 2% now in JFBR. Very flat pattern in here as well. Tighter. Have this uptrend that's kind of treating as some type of resistance there, and then we have the downtrend down here at 43 cents. And F continues to push down in this downtrend as well. $92 million shares traded on this one. Point of control right there, 27 cents. Ooh, getting hit at that point of control. What? Okay. ETCK trading on this point of control. Both of these just pretty much the same setup. Giving short some entries. Hmm. Some volume coming in there. I see the volume. See if those that see. Look at that running in there. See if the shorts want to enter around here. Oh, get that coming on in there, man. Let's see if they push it on down. At 99% right now. I bet the buyers don't like that. Trying to push through there and failing like that. Nah, bro. They sweating a little bit. Breaks down 46. They really gonna be sweating here. Oh, up. Straight to 46. Look at that. Look at that volume coming in. Look at that volume. Oh, let's see if it slams through this 44. Look at that volume pouring in there. Ooh, look at that. It's running. That didn't go down as far as I thought it was gonna go though. It should have been moving on that volume coming in there if it was gonna go down. That was a very strong hold right there. So buyers may get back in here. We'll see. That was kind of impressive. They didn't let that fall through. But the candle is still moving, so forgot about that. Candle's still moving. That means it's still lying. You don't know the truth until it can't move anymore. Let's see what happens. That was an impressive hold though. All right, candle closed. Not fall through. Interesting. Hebrew says AMCI technical looks good. Let's go look at that. CI. Wait a minute. Haven't we seen AMCI? We've seen that before, right? 1160 AMCI. So looks like yeah. I think we've seen this one on that Wednesday. Oh, I got it marked up back here. MCI on the 16th. What was the news on the 16th? AMCI Robotics. That's what it was. So did they have any news on the 16th? I don't know if they had any news. Robotics. They did not have news on the 16th, and they don't have news on today either. Okay. So interesting. No catalyst. And then what happened on this day? So that was the 16th we just looked at. Let's look at this day back here. Sold off. What happened on the 24th? Fourth, it just got halted. No catalyst on it. Interesting. How much volume is currently? Why is it not up here on my scans? Oh, it just crossed 1,000,000 shares traded. Okay, so just crossed 1,000,000 shares traded is going to be showing up here on one of these scans in just a second. But yeah, no catalyst. Looks like it'll be the next one to maybe try to challenge these other ones. But again, got to find their structure. So it went up here to the top of 1110s. Let's go over to the daily chart and kind of look at that. Okay, kind of a wacky daily chart out here. Went down here to 250, jumped on up, back down, and now it's trading around 11 or 1050. 1050 up in here somewhere. Previous day, 1242 was the high. Okay. And let me clear some of these drawings too. Drawing set. Start with a clean look. The top side of this peak level out here was 1246. Peak daily level. Past that, we have 1521 out there. We will move this up here to 1521, 1514. And then yeah, it's kind of just filled this gap right here at 950 whatever, and just trading inside. So we'll see what that wants to do. It's only up 17% with 1 million shares traded. So it's got a lot of work to do to catch up with these other ones, especially with no catalyst. So went up here to a high, broke the high a little bit at 1121. And we'll see if we can start identifying. Right now it's too steep to do any real uptrends, but it's also too, we can't do downtrends either. So it's like, kind of gotta see what happens. Bottom here was 939. I mean, we could use some of this stuff, but this is a long fall for it. Like if we went from 953 to here as an idea, that's a pretty long fall from 11s all the way back down here. Could be an idea here. I don't know. Getting them drawn out and see what actually ends up holding. But yeah, that's a pretty long fall. Oh, well, gotta say it's about to make a quick trip down here, huh? But yeah, a million shares traded on that one, only up 14%, so not really a huge gainer, but it makes sense because it has no catalyst. This is the second time that it's been up here towards this 11 flat. So we'll see how these hold. I'm gonna rotate back to CANF and DTCK real quick. So DTCK came down here again to this level. New little upward idea, uptrend idea there. Right. And 8. This downtrend here is kind of getting out because if it falls under this ATR, it's really gonna be weak. So we'll go ahead and remove that. Use this as the baseline as it's trying to hold up. It's getting a little bit too flat to even be a downtrend here. It's gonna have to be a little bit clearer. It's not clear right now. CANF broke down, continued to break down these other levels we had out here. So let's activate text note out the way. Yeah, need to just slow down there. So not a whole lot of faith that that's going to continue any type of way. It's the second time it's been down here at this 25 cents. Just has not broken down the original down here, but still looking very weak and not even choppy. Just no movement at all. Continue to look here. SPRC, PRX, CK. Okay, DTCK. To trade in this range as this previous uptrend idea. I'm not sure if we can get up there to 50 cents, but it had the best catalyst I've seen on the day. It's just blocked on TOS. $22 million shares traded on it. Go look at AMC, AMCI, getting some ideas here. So the top side of this was 1120. Taking a lower high. Actually, I can't do that because I'm not sure where that's going to stop. The candle hasn't stopped moving. So it could pop these highs, but I'm not sure. Okay, right back to that level, hitting a wall again at that 11 flat. So if this candle can close red, we can start looking at a little bit of a slight head and shoulders here. Let's see if it closes red. It's got 30 seconds left, but it's not closed yet, so I can't put a downtrend on this. They could easily just flip right on back up, go right on through that 11. All right, candle closed low, so let's go ahead and mark up this downtrend. See if that ends up holding. We got some type of idea down here around the $10 level, but that's like a 70-cent drop, so I'm not sure how fast that can happen. Back up here to DTCK. DTCK went up there to our original idea, found resistance. Now it's come back to the point of control, and F is dropped even more as well. And the great thing about having these drawings out here is, you know, like DTCK, if I didn't have my drawings out here, I'd be like, man, why did it turn around here? What happened right here at 50 cents? Oh yeah, that was a previous idea we had that became resistance. All right, back over here to AMCI. Very small share size is being traded around this one. See if it wants to get down through that 1050 level. Okay. Pop the top. It did pop the top a little bit up to that previous idea. Top side is 1120. Up here a couple of times. Be the fourth failure up here at this $11. And it'll be a new idea. If it can close below this level, it'll be a new downtrending idea here. Second. Okay. Top. All right, so it's close. Looks like it's gonna be closing a little bit above it. Okay. But we got a double top, so that's hard to we're gonna have to look for a new downtrend off this double top if it can stay below it at the 1120s. Yep. Down. So here's an idea here. Well, we gotta wait for this candle to close. I be rushing sometimes to draw these ideas, but you have to wait for the candle to close to know what the truth is. Do do do. Right. 20 seconds left on this candle. All right, that's a new candle. So we have a new downwards idea here. See how that plays out. Trade into that, and we Got 2 ideas there. It hasn't tested any of these bottoms yet. Down here to the $10. So we'll wait on that as well. Let's jump back over to CANF, which continues to slowly go down. And then we have DTCK. Oh no, I don't use any of that. EMAs is crazy. That's not my idea. That's somebody else's calculation. I've tried to do is, let's say if I'm gonna use a indicator, I want to use it alongside, my thought process. So let me try to visually identify the trend, and then if I can find an indicator that works along with that, then I'll use that indicator with it. But or just to look at the trend or the indicator first and be like, oh, it's trending up, trending down. I don't know that. That's not my idea. I need to form my own conclusion and then put that beside what I see on the indicator. I have no certainty there. AMCI dropping on down. See what happens in here. Now, what was the low of this? 1036. Closest it's gotten to those previous ideas so far. ETCK. So hot. I mean, this isn't even a trend anymore. It's just kind of consolidating here. And the further it gets away from this upwards trend, the more I'm just going to be like, all right, let's go ahead and clean it up. Because it's looking real weak around this bottom. Breakdown of 41 cents, 3 cents away right now is going to be looking real bad for it. DTCK, right on that previous idea we had. Let's see if we go ahead and breaks that down. A lot of volume coming in there on the volume profile. This shorts this time. First time, we saw the volume come in and did this little pop, fake pop, but now it's volume coming to this side again. More and more brave little buyers, I guess. I don't know. Candle hadn't closed yet. Let me go back over to AMCI. Okay, so it did go through both of those downwards ideas. Somebody looking at the structure and they bought that bottom there, looks like. But with no catalyst, buying this bottom is probably not going to be the best idea, but we'll see how that works out for them. Get both of those ideas there. Still has 2 downtrending ideas up here that's about to run into. Point of control is still up here at 1064. ETCK. Ready to break down now. No catalyst. Breaking lower. Starting to look like a barcode down here on CANF. It's trading. Saidu PLCA CL. Okay. Well, we've definitely analyzed. We saw that CANF is an Israeli stock with a little bit of data mismatch. On that one, we looked into DCCK as well. It had red flags. The red flags on it is Asian, Singapore. It had the red flags of the super high insider holding, 232.9% insider holding. Then it had multiple shelf registrations on the books. So for all of those reasons, we avoided that one. Plus, it's blocked on TOS. All of these have been blocked on TOS. So, yep, interesting little day we got here. MCI. And with another upwards idea. This one is inside of the old one. So if it continues to hold up or does it want to slam, gotta wait for this candle to close though. Really needs to get back over 1046 for it to verify a little uptrend here, micro uptrend. 30 seconds left on here. Where is AMCI blocked? Shouldn't be, right? Let's see. CI, buy the bid. Let's see. Is not blocked. Okay, this is a tradable stock on TOS. Anyway, like I said, it's got a little bit of a uptrend in here. See how that ends up holding. Trend inside of an uptrend, but now it's right on this downtrend level. So yeah, want to control all that stuff's jumbled up in there. Only up 11%. It looks like it's up so much more than that, but only up 11% is wild. 3 million shares traded on it. KNF. Oh boy. 100 million shares traded on this now, and now we have a new idea. New idea out here. Bottom. Right. Right. Traded outside of both of these downtrends. At this point, if it goes down here to 21, it's over with anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. At this main downtrend it was trading in, and now it's starting to hold sideways. Only up 42%, 25 cents per share. ETCK broke on down. And getting some jumbled trading in here on AMCI. So basically, this is how I trade every single day. Look for the catalyst. If it has good catalyst, it gives me reason to buy these lows, reason to get out in on these low ideas here. But when I say lows, it's within the structure. So like once I have a structure kind of pinned down or verified or confirmed rather, then I'm looking to buy the lows of that structure and look for it to trade towards the highs of that structure. But without catalyst, that removes the validation of the structure in total because it's no reason behind it. And just smash you in the mouth and you're like, oh man, why you do that to me? Coming down there to 1017-ish. DTCK ran into, hey, it has a pattern of running into our ideas, right? That's a good sign. That means that I had the right look. They took action at this one. They took action at this idea here. That makes me feel good. That means that, I'm where I need to be mentally. I'm seeing the market well, and yeah, it's proving that I'm on some type of correct assumption. Now, will it be correct forever? No. I mean, it could easily do something crazy at the open and be right back up here. But for the time being, trading what's in front of us, you know, being mostly correct. What are you, YYGH? YYGH Group unaudited first half 2025 earnings results highlighting strong revenue and gross profit. You know, what's crazy is we haven't seen any large caps in this. It's just been all penny stocks. No Nvidia, no none of that. Crazy. Let me see. So YY Group holding shares are trading higher after the company reported a year-over-year increase in H1 revenue results, which is weak catalyst. It says the YY Group 1H revenue was 25.8 million, up 33.7 year over year. Gross profit rose 79% to 4.3 million. What kind of company is this? YYGA. Float or shares outstanding is 60 million. Float is 17.61 million. Pretty heavy insider holdings. Go ahead and get my notes out. This one, boy, I'm taking a lot of notes on these penny stocks today. All right, so shares outstanding 60 million, float 17, and heavily held by insiders. So it could be more volatile than we expect. Profile. Profile looks like YY Group Holding Limited, a data and technology driven company, provides manpower outsourcing and cleaning services. Another Asian company. Cleaning services in Singapore, Malaysia, the United Kingdom, the Netherlands, and internationally. It offers cleaning services that includes commercial cleaning for offices and schools, hospitality cleaning for hotels and shopping centers, industrial cleaning. Okay, a bunch of cleaning. All right. The company also provides cleaning robots and machines to enhance cleaning performance by deploying them at designated premises. In addition, it offers YY Smart iClean app, which is a smart toilet central management platform. Further, the company provides manpower contracting services, employment agencies, general cleaning services, manpower outsourcing with information technology solution, management consulting, and employment placement and recruitment services, as well as provides an enhanced platform to address workforce demands in casual labor market. YY Group Holding Limited was founded in 2010 and is headquartered in Singapore. Let's see if it's blocked. So let me see. So let me first add all of that to my notes. So we got cleaning and AI, or cleaning and robotics, cleaning services, robotics, and the app, robotics uh, app controller. Or I guess it will be a software as a service. So it's robotics SaaS. All right, software as a service. Okay. So there. And that robotics, actually this one and AMCI, both are on the whole robotics terms, but AMCI just didn't have any catalyst behind it. All right. So YYG being 29 cents, robotics and cleaning and all of that. So they'll, take the toilet paper, clean you on up, and do everything that you need them to do, without feeling, wrong. It'll look in your eyes while it's doing it too. All right, so let's see. Long list of errors. He said now go over their quarterly report. I already know it's probably a joke. I already know. They got a red flag. Oh, I need to check if this is blocked or not. Let me see. So I'm gonna buy the bid. Blocked. Blocked. TOS playing defense, baby. Boy, they blocked anything close to Asia. All right, so let's circle back through. So KNF has pretty much died out. DTCK and down here almost broke down the ATR high, but now it's lower than all those previous points. So this will be a whole new try to start for uptrend, but it's just not looking great off of all of that. Let's see what. All right. So yeah, we pretty much went through all of the interesting things. We haven't seen anything with really good catalyst pop up here that was like safe, that's not blocked. The problem is if it's blocked on TOS, it's missing a lot of volume that it will normally have with TOS users in there. So you gotta trade with that in mind, that if you're gonna trade it, you're missing volume that is usually there. And I don't even know if TOS is the only place that's doing these type of blocks, but I'm sure other services, if they're seeing that TOS is saving their users money by not allowing, or their traders money by not allowing some of this trading, they may follow suit. If they're like, well, TOS, they're doing this, but if you see that it's actually saving you money over the long run, it's like, all right, that makes sense. That makes sense. But yeah, I'm about to get on down. About to get to my morning meeting. Um, and I'm going to close it up here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I think yes or Wednesday I had a longer stream because I didn't have any work to do, but today I got to get back to it. We got to get that green some type of way out of this ecosystem, this economy. I had a good Christmas. Hopefully you all had a good Christmas as well. Got y'all some good grub. Didn't eat too much where you're drunk as a trader today, but still, in the right frame of mind to be like, all right, let me take my time, analyze, see if I can find red flags before I'm in the trade, and then, make your moves based off that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me today. The four that I kind of was going over, and then the one call out, which was AMCI. The volume on AMCI was too low for it to show up on my scans. I was wondering why I wasn't seeing it, but it only had 3 million shares of volume. So I didn't really see it. And then YYG. Wow, YYG is kind of dumping, isn't it? Interesting. It went up to 32 cents and dumping right out of there. It's almost like TOS knew what was gonna happen. I don't know. I need to shake their hand though. When I ever go up there, I'm shaking people's hands. For sure. Up there at Charles Schwab. DTCK. Let's see what you got going up here. Nothing much. And then all right, yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I'm gonna be jumping around. I'm gonna be in the Discord. Discord is free. We continue the conversations over there. And I jump around. I kind of talk to different traders throughout the day and see what they're doing and see how they're doing, what decisions they're making, or how they see the market. Because I just like studying different trading styles. I really don't be like, oh, mine is the end all be all, but mine is just keeping me safe. You feel me? Like I have a nice safety net trading style. So that's kind of what I'm focused on, is safe and consistent. And I'm not trying to shoot the moon. I'm just taking my little bits and walking on away. But yeah, that's it for today. And as always, I will see y'all in the next one next week. Last trading week of this month. And yeah, we want to make it a good one. We already green on everything else. So, 3 days. If nothing shows up today, we have 3 trading days. Actually, is trading gonna be on Christmas Eve? I'm not sure. Actually, let me check that. Christmas. I mean, not Christmas Eve. New Year's. New Year's. I know we're gonna lose a day probably to that. New Year's Eve. Will the markets be open? U.S. markets will be open on New Year's Eve. For the full trading day. Okay. So I guess we will have all those trading days. We got 3 trading days left after this. So yeah, that's plenty of time to not lose money. And that's what I'm gonna be trying to do in these last 3 days is play the catalyst, look for a reason, and take action. Yep. But again, that's it for me today. And as always, I'll see y'all in the next one. Long list error says shoot the moon. I'm looking for 30%. Yeah, we all are, huh? I'm good. I'm good with that moon shooting. I always end up landing on an asteroid. But anyway, that's it for today. And as always, be careful, be safe, keep your head on the swivel. Peace. I'm out.